Hey runners, are you over 50? Are you a runner? I'm going to be speaking specifically to you today about how often we should run. How often we should run really depends on a few things. Number one, what are your goals? And number two, what are you willing to commit to? What are you willing to give up so that you can get your training runs in? If you're a working professional like me, I have to get my workouts in the wee early morning hours. So that means I'm getting up early so that I can get out on the road. So what are we willing to commit to? How many days per week are we willing to get up early, go to bed early, and get up and get out on the road? All right, we want to talk about intensity levels. One of the things that's going to factor into how frequent you work out is your intensity level. Now, how hard and how fast are you running is your level of intensity. If you are at 10 for 10 and you are running as hard and fast as you can, it may require a little bit more rest. And if you're that guy, nice job. I am not. I am not that runner. I'm more of a 7 for 10, 6 out of 10, because I want to make running a part of my long-term plan. I want to continue running. It's my social outlet. It's what I do for fun. And I want to be able to have a conversation with somebody. So I'm not running at my hardest. However, I am consistent. And that is another thing that leads to long-term success, is being consistent and having a plan. Intensity level matters because if you are an older runner, the lower intensity and lower heart rate is better for our bodies. It doesn't have the long-term wear and tear, and it's going to prevent injury. We also build our aerobic capacity so we have the energy to play with the grandkids, to go for a hike. Lower heart rate zone training is beneficial. We have conversations, we can talk, and that's a good guide for a running pace. Is it at conversation level? A second thing we want to consider is duration. Like, how long are your runs lasting? Now, you may consider a 4-mile run. A 4-mile run is going to take me less than 60 minutes. So distance or time. What is the duration of the run? Longer runs, if you're getting into the 2+ mark, 2-hour plus mark, it's going to require a different set of training. You're going to require nutrition. You're going to require hydration and a different conversation. On a weekly basis, my workouts are going to be between 30 and 60 minutes, and then my long runs. And that brings us to frequency, determining how many times per week you want to run. As I said, what are you willing to commit to? If you're committing to 5 days a week, nice job. But here's what you have to consider with that. Definitely recovery and working in rest. Recovery days, rest days may just be something like stretching or walking, but you have to take care of your body. Reasons why: as we get older, we lose muscle mass, and so we have to stretch them out. We have to make sure they're limber and loose and taken care of. Now, one thing I recommend also involving intensity and duration is cross training. I can't talk enough about cross training because when I am running, I'm primarily using the front of my body, my quads, my calves, my shins, and my hips. These muscles get extreme amounts of work when I'm running, and so I incorporate other forms of exercise, lots of squats, lots of lunges, because one place that doesn't get a lot of work are my glutes and my hamstrings, and I need those to be a better runner. Incorporating cross training factors into my intensity and duration. Since I've been incorporating cross training on a more consistent basis, it's been about 8 months, I've gotten better with my endurance, my long-term, my lung capacity, my aerobic capacity. So I definitely suggest cross-training and strength training, especially for older runners. All right, let's talk about frequency then. I run 3 days a week. This is what my week looks like. On Saturdays, I'm running a longer run. That can be anywhere from 6 to 10 miles right now. If it's going to be over the 60-minute mark, I bring a Huma gel. I make sure that I have nutrition. 60 plus minutes means you're going to have to plan for other things and other factors. Saturday long run, I take Sunday completely off. If I do anything on Sunday, it's usually walking and stretching. On Monday, I cross train. I go to the gym. It's a 60-minute workout. On Tuesday, I'm doing speed work. Wednesday, it's back to the gym. Thursday, hills or intervals or tempo runs. Could be a progression run. On Friday, I'll go to the gym if I don't have double-digit runs on Saturday. On Friday, I'm not afraid to take Friday off from the gym because I may need the rest. And that's one thing as an older runner you have to give yourself permission to do is take a day off. It's okay to miss a workout, especially if you're training for a marathon, because hopefully you've started your training early and you can work in some of those rest days. It's okay to take time off. Just listen to your body. I run 3 days a week. That's enough for me to complete marathons and half marathons. If you wish to run 4 to 5 days a week, pay much more attention to your recovery. Make that recovery quality recovery and make sure that you're drinking and eating properly. Most importantly is just being consistent with your workouts. Finally, running every day is great too, especially if you're just trying to stay in shape and you're running 3 to 5 miles. Running every day has its own benefits, but it does open the door to injury. If you're running every day a week, pay attention to your body and do allow time for rest. Take a nap in the day. All right, so to summarize, this is what I recommend if you're just trying to stay in shape. Running 2 to 3 days a week is great. If you're building base mileage, running 3 days a week is great too. Marathons can be run with 3 days a week of training. That's what I do, 3 days a week of running. If you're looking to build your aerobic capacity, running 4 to 5 times a week is great. If you want to just stay in shape and keep the intensity levels lower, run every day. You're going to be great. Make sure that you're stretching and drinking plenty of water. That's it for now. If you want to learn more about my running exploits, follow along at Ritter Runs Far. I've got a video on hydration, and I'm going to continue to build my running library. Train for marathons. Thanks so much.